This was not planned for us to come home this early. I had planned to stay for quite some time. Hey y'all. As you can probably already tell based on my environment, I am back home in Southern California, eating a steak for breakfast. This was not planned for us to come home this early. I had planned to stay for quite some time up there taking care of my mom, and it was just really a very last minute decision, but it was the right decision. I've debated all morning whether I should talk about why we made that decision. And I've come to the conclusion that I'm not ready to talk about that on camera. It's just not the right time. But eventually I definitely will, because it's a big, big part of my life. And it's something I've always wanted to talk about, but as I aforementioned, it's really not the right time. Yesterday I was working on getting returns set up. My mom's home health caregiver is going to be going over there today to return some items that I had ordered for Kieran to make his stay a little bit more easy over there, just things to help with mobility and stuff like that. But now that we're not there, we need to return those. So my mom is doing pretty all right. I think things are going a lot slower paced than people initially predicted. I really honestly believe she and I are going to be able to say Happy Mother's Day to each other this year. I really believe that. I also believe that the family that wants to visit her at the end of the month will be able to visit her. And it will be a great visit for them. It probably will eventually go back once this plateau sort of starts, declining. But, we're in a pretty good plateau right now, so I just really figured it was time, because I got very, very burnt out, and, just like I was saying, circumstances led me to making a very snap decision and leaving just for self-preservation purposes. And honestly, if you really want to know a little bit more, being that this is just really like a quick little update, I don't think I'm going to do much vlogging around the house. I spent yesterday cleaning all the cat fur, because it's gotten to the point where they're shedding their winter coats, and it is maddening with the amount of cats that we have. So lots of fur, lots of 5 minutes after cleaning it all up, it's there again. So we're going to be taking our grooming gloves and grooming them later tonight outside. Hopefully it'll stop raining. Yeah, weird. Raining in May in Southern California. But I figured I might answer a few questions that I've gotten repeatedly over the last few weeks, just to sort of answer those questions. There were a lot of questions about my mother's condition and all that, and what illness she has, what all of that entails, and those are questions that I won't be answering, just because it's not, I've said it before, it's not my story to tell. My story is what I'm doing, and my grief, and how I process the things that I am going through. That's my story to tell. One question that I've gotten multiple times is, can you just take your mom down to Southern California with you? And unfortunately, no, that is definitely not possible. It could be possible, but with everything at play, it's just not economically feasible for us. One would be the transport alone would be very, very difficult. It would have to be ground transportation. It would have to be a specialized team, and I don't think that insurance would cover that. I have looked into it though. The other thing being that all of her insurance and benefits and everything are up in Washington State, and I don't believe that those could be transferred to California, especially, with what is all going on in that situation. I mean, believe me, if it were possible, I would have her set up here in a heartbeat. I would have everything here. I did not expect that to make me so emotional. I think I have a lot of guilt, leaving, because I know that she's not gonna get the care that she deserves. The quality, just not even just with medical care, but just the human aspect of it. I know she's not gonna get the quality that I was giving her. But yeah, if it was possible, I would have her set up here in a heartbeat. But then also, a person has to want to do that as well. And I don't know if that's necessarily the case. So yeah, insurance, transport, all of those things, it's just not, it's not feasible. I really wish it were. Other questions that I received a lot are about other people involved. And I've said it before, it's just not the right time to talk about that. Kieran's finally stirring. He had a 2.5-hour nap this morning. Yeah, yep, 2.5 hours exactly. And he has not been napping well the last few weeks. It's been so hard to get him to sleep. And he doesn't stay asleep, and he night wakes, and all sorts of things. A lot of behavioral things that were very unusual for him for the last few weeks. And as soon as we got home, like a light switch, he's been his normal self. And I think that says a lot. Anyway, I really wanted to keep this short. As I said, I'm pretty burnt out from the last few weeks. And I just want to get everything at home kind of organized. And my Etsy shop is open again. My mom's pattern shop is still open. She had me bring everything down with me to help her sell those things still. And yeah, today is all about trying to get everything back in order and wow, it's really raining. We've really just had the wettest year down here. Sorry, can't really see, but yeah, it's raining cats and dogs outside. I know a lot of people hate this kind of weather. I really, really love it. From Seattle, so it makes sense. But yeah, I just really wanted to thank everybody for being so dang supportive. It's been a tough few years. And I feel like we're not out of the woods yet, But then again, I kind of feel like life's like that. Just, it's a wild ride. But yeah, I really wish I could have stayed. I really wish I could have brought her home with me. There's a lot of things that I wish. But I'm keeping in close contact with her every day, doing video chats, all that good stuff, making sure everything's going as good as it can. But thank you all so much for being so amazingly supportive, helping me through this, telling me resources, Nurse Julie, Nurse Hadley. It's been insanely helpful. I can't even tell you. But I'm gonna get that little bugger out of bed and then start our day. Bye.